Alright, part 2 of lesson 21. Sorry about that, I got interrupted. So we're going to finish up talking about ionic compounds and the rules for forming these compounds. Once again, a metal plus a nonmetal makes a salt. And so here we're going to make a salt from calcium and make a salt when it combines with nitrogen. So calcium starts out with 2 outer electrons, nitrogen starts out with 5 outer electrons. So the goal for calcium is to lose 2 or gain 6, so it's easier for it to lose 2 electrons. Nitrogen has 5, so it could lose 5 or gain 3, so it's easier for it to gain 3. And so starting out, we'll do the same thing we did last time, in that it steals 1 electron from the metal. It then steals a second electron from the metal. Nitrogen still wants to gain 1 more, however calcium lost its 2, so calcium now has a positive 2 charge. Nitrogen still wants to gain 1 more, but there are no more electrons that this calcium needs to lose. So another calcium comes in, and this calcium, remember, starts out with 2 outer electrons. It wants to lose these 2 outer electrons, and so this nitrogen wants to gain 1 more, so it steals this electron. And now this nitrogen has 8 outer electrons. It gained 1, 2, 3. It gained 3 negative electrons. So this nitrogen is a 3 minus charge. However, now this calcium wants to lose 1 more, but this nitrogen's full, it's stable, it's happy, it can't steal anymore. So we need to have another nitrogen come in. It has 5 outer electrons. It steals this electron from calcium. So now nitrogen has 6, it still wants 2 more. However, this calcium lost 2, it's now happy. So we need to bring in a third calcium. This calcium has 2 outer electrons, it wants to lose 2. And so nitrogen will steal 1, and it will steal 2. This now has 8 outer electrons, it's happy. Because it gained 3 electrons, it has a 3 minus charge. This calcium lost 2, it's now plus 2. And so when we go to write the formula, the metal is calcium. So we write Ca3, 3 calciums, 2 nitrogens. And how would we name this? It's not called calcium nitrogen. We need to drop the ending and add IDE. It would be calcium nitride. To make sure that it has no charge, 2 plus, 2 plus, 2 plus is 6 plus, 3 minus plus 3 minus is 6 minus, so 6 positive plus 6 minus is equal to 0. So this is happy, it has a 0 charge. Counting how many electrons, how many valence electrons there are. Each calcium started out with 2 outer electrons. Each nitrogen started out with 5 outer electrons. So 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 6 outer electrons. Plus 5 is 16. And 16 is a multiple of 8. So therefore, because it's a multiple of 8, it meets that rule that there must be a multiple of 8 outer electrons between all the atoms. So this is a happy substance, calcium nitride, Ca3N2.